Well, hello, I'm Emrys from cruisehive.com. It's another busy week of cruise news. What a surprise, and we're covering all the major cruise lines as even more ships make a return to service. We've also got some great news on ports. It's time to get into all the latest cruise news as cruise lines continue to push forward with bringing more cruise ships back into service. We've got an update on the next two Carnival ships that are restarting, another Holland America ship that has resumed from Florida, a busy day for the popular Caribbean destination of St. Maarten. Grand Cayman allows the first cruise ship since the start of the pandemic to make a call in December, finally, and a delay on resuming operations for two Princess cruise ships. And just before we do get started, how was your Thanksgiving? And what do you think about cruising during the holiday season? I'd love to know your thoughts on this and any of the cruise news, so do let me know in the comments below. Alright everyone, let's get started. Carnival Cruise Line continues to move forward on bringing more cruise ships back into service, including the Carnival Conquest, and finally, after such a long wait, the Carnival Radiance. Both are going to resume in December. So the 110,000 gross ton, 2,980 passenger Carnival Conquest will make a return to cruising on December 13th when she sails on her first cruise in 20 months from Port Miami. The first cruise will be a 4-day sailing from Miami to Princess Keys and Bimini. Both are in the Bahamas. The ship will combine cruises to the Bahamas, which also includes cruises to Nassau and Half Moon Cay. Guests will also be able to sail on a 4-day cruise sailing to Cozumel, Mexico. And on the same day, on December 13th, Carnival Radiance will set sail on a series of 3- and 4-day cruises that will see her sail from Long Beach, California, year-round. Her maiden voyage will be a 4-day cruise setting sail from Long Beach and heading over to Catalina Island and Ensenada in Mexico, with a day at sea before arriving back at the Long Beach Cruise Terminal in California. The 3-day cruises will have a stop in Ensenada only and a day at sea. The ship was recently transformed during a dry dock in Cadiz, Spain, and is now currently preparing to begin operations on the west coast. The naming ceremony will take place on December 13th, with the ship being named by Dr. Lucille O'Neill, the mother of the cruise line's chief fun officer, Shaquille O'Neal. Princess Cruises' return to service had been going smoothly with multiple ships already back in service. However, the much anticipated restarts for Island Princess from Fort Lauderdale in Florida and Crown Princess from Los Angeles in California are now delayed. Princess Cruises did not go into specific reason for the delayed restart for the two ships. The only reason was to enable a further staggered return to service. So this could be related to getting enough vaccinated crew to the ships and more time to prepare. So Island Princess Cruises are now cancelled through April 17th, 2022. The ship will finally restart operations on April 27th, 2022 from Fort Lauderdale on a 14-day Panama Canal voyage. Crown Princess Cruises are now cancelled through April 29th, 2022. The ship will return from Los Angeles on May 7th, 2022 on a 7-day voyage to Alaska. The 2,200 passenger Island Princess was previously scheduled to return two sailings on March 6th. So quite a difference there, and the 3,080 passenger Crown Princess was previously scheduled to resume cruises on February 13th. The Pinnacle-class vessel Neustadt Dam restarted service on November 21st for the first time since the start of the industry-wide pause in 2020. Holland America's Neustadt Dam departed Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and became the 5th ship in the fleet to be back sailing once again. There was a ribbon-cutting ceremony in the terminal at Port Everglades to officially open embarkation. As guests arrived on board, crew members provided a warm welcome with waving flags. How nice. Guests are enjoying a 7-day Western Caribbean cruise that includes a call at Nassau in the Bahamas, Ocho Rios and Port Royal, both in Jamaica, and Half Moon Cay, which is Holland America Line's private island in the Bahamas. Neustadt Dam will continue to sail from the port through April 2022 on a range of Caribbean cruises from 7 to 11 days. The cruise line also offers even longer collector's voyages, which are back-to-back voyages that offer a more cultural experience and in-depth exploration. As cruise lines bring more cruise ships back to service safely, Caribbean cruise ports are becoming busy once again, with thousands of visitors bringing much needed income to the economies. St. Maarten has been among the busiest cruise destinations so far since cruise ships started returning to service in the summer. And on November 24th, the port had 6 cruise ships, the busiest day in over 20 months. The vessels brought in more than 7,500 guests and crew to the island, a positive step for local businesses. The vessels in St. Maarten on November 24th included Sky Princess, operated by Princess Cruises, Aida Luna and Aida Diva, ships operated by German-based Aida Cruises, Morella Discovery, operated by British-based Morella Cruises. There were also 2 Royal Caribbean cruise ships, Explorer of the Seas and Jewel of the Seas. All the ships were docked between the 2 massive cruise piers at the Dr. A.C. Wathy Cruise and Cargo Facility. There were also 2 cargo vessels stopping at the island on the same day, increasing the total number of ships to 8. Although cruise ships are not part of the Cayman Islands government's border reopening Phase 4 plan, Seattle-based Holland America Line received permission from local officials to call at Georgetown, Grand Cayman on December 28, 2021. The cruise line and the local government agreed on terms and conditions designed to minimize the risk of local transmission of COVID-19. So under these protocols, Georgetown in Grand Cayman must be the first port of call for Neustadt Dam on that cruise. The number of passengers on board the vessel cannot exceed 60% of the vessel's capacity of 1,600 passengers. Grand Cayman will be the first call on a 7-day cruise to the Western Caribbean, departing Fort Lauderdale, Florida on December 26. The Cayman Islands have had its borders closed for tourists since March 16, 2020. Only last week on November 20th did the country open up again for tourists to start returning in more significant numbers, and some tourists had been allowed in under very strict protocols. We will have to wait and see to know if any more cruise ships could be allowed to visit Grand Cayman following the Holland America cruise ship, and previously the plan was to reopen the cruises in early 2022. Those were just a handful of the cruise news stories from the week. We've got even more over on cruisehive.com, including Dream Cruises increasing its guest capacity to 75%, the possibility of cruise ships being limited in Key West once again, 3 more Royal Caribbean cruise ships to restart in December, and another Caribbean cruise port welcomes its first cruise ship since reopening in August 2021. Wow, so much has been going on for sure. We've also got all the latest Cyber Monday cruise deals on the site and plenty of tips on cruises and ports. Do feel free to like and subscribe to the Cruise Hive YouTube channel. If you found the video helpful and informative, I truly hope you did. I'm Memories from cruisehive.com. Thanks ever so much for your time, and I'll see you all soon.